Hi. What we are seeing today is the manufacturing of pseudo-populist lies to give the people a belief in a scarcity of resources and the invasion of refugees. I'm going to refer throughout this video to an article I will link below. It's more of an essay. It's very extensive, and it's by Philip E. Ager, and it's titled "What is Conservatism and What is Wrong with It?" And I will link it below. I used to have it linked on my YouTube channel, but it is something I've referred to many times over the years in my discussions with conservatives, because he analyzes language, history, and recent politics. But it was written in 2004, so a lot of his references are actually still valid, but they refer to people like Newt Gingrich when now we have Trump to deal with. So he starts out by asking the question, what is conservatism? And he says, conservatism is the domination of society by an aristocracy. Okay, that's the first thing that you have to realize, is that the people in power are basically aristocrats. They are the 1%, and they are lying to the majority of people, making them think that there's a scarcity of resources when it's really the 1% who are hoarding all the wealth, and it's the little people like you and me and people in other countries trying to live their simple lives, and the 1% at the top are controlling the narrative. What is wrong with conservatism? Conservatism is incompatible with democracy, prosperity, and civilization in general. It is a destructive system of inequality and prejudice that is founded on deception and has no place in the modern world. The defenders of aristocracy represent aristocracy as a natural phenomenon, but in reality, it is the most artificial thing on earth. Conservatism has used a wide variety of methods to destroy reason throughout history, and he goes way into depth of how they've destroyed language and reason, tactically and deliberately. Fortunately, many of these methods, such as suppression of popular literacy, are incompatible with a modern economy. So remember that the aristocrats did not want people to learn how to read, because that would cause them to be educated and they would lose their power. We are still stuck in the dark ages in terms of political literacy of people on the right, because they are brainwashed into this pseudo-populist bullshit. Once the common people started becoming educated, more sophisticated methods of domination were required. Thus the invention of public relations, which is a kind of rationalized irrationality. The great innovation of conservatism in recent decades has been the systematic reinvention of politics using the technology of public relations. And all you have to do is look at Fox News to see evidence of that. A whole public relations manufacturing the lie of scarcity and invasion of the refugees. Whole organizations exist to provide a pipeline of facts that underwrite the message of liberal media bias. These facts fall into numerous categories and exemplify a wide range of fallacies, and he goes into those. Public relations aims to break down reason and replace it with mental associations. So it's brainwashing and turning you into your reptilian brain with the most basic of mental associations. Rather than using a logical argument. One tries to associate us with good things and them with bad things. The issue, rather, is a kind of cognitive surgery, systematically creating and destroying mental associations with little regard for truth. The issue of refugees is being twisted into pseudo-populist language, when in fact those at the top of power are controlling this pseudo-populist division of people into races. The fact is, people are getting bombed out of their homes. These people did not want war. They are largely just like average Americans, trying to live their simple lives. But caught up in international politics and with their homes destroyed, what are they supposed to do? Look at the global picture and realize that it's the elites in various countries who are controlling international violence that is perpetrated onto the 99%. Trump talks about immigrants waving the flag of their countries of origin. Why has this become a talking point? Of course, if someone leaves their homeland due to international violence, they still love their homeland. They refuse to allow international violence to diminish their love of country, and this is something admirable, to see past the global politics of international violence and the elites at the top controlling it, and to recognize that that is not the truth of the place that you come from. Pseudopopulist ideology entails a big lie of scarcity to deflect from the fact that 1% owns most of the wealth in the country, and most of us have little to nothing in our bank accounts. Liberal ideology would tax the elites, the aristocracy, and destroy the aristocracy and restore power to the people, all people. Thank you for watching.